G'day everyone. I'm currently playing the pre-season for SS3, aka Season 5 of Torchlight Infinite. It's pretty fun. It's a little bit different, and it's definitely a buff for Iris, mainly because of this. So trigger the main skill every 3 seconds moved, every 3 meters moved, with a zero point 0.4 second cooldown. Uh, this is mainly awesome for trigger builds that zoom around and annihilate everything, but it's also really good for us. Previously, you had to make a decision with your Xbox whether you make it trigger your Dazzling Bloom or you make it trigger Summon Frost Spirit. Now I have the Xbox triggering the Frost Spirit, and I have Dazzling Bloom being triggered by the League mechanic. This makes it so every time I dash around, my Frost Spirits always come with me, which is very, very handy. My gear is not great, so I'll do a quick tier 8 map just to show where we're at. And then I was saving up 30 keys to do 10 of the, I'm going to call them reliquaries, because that's what they are. A straight rip-off from... Oh, I'm not going to say rip-off, actually, because Torchlight probably did it in Torchlight 2 or whatever. So, as it is, this build just runs around. I have almost no survivability. I've only got 3300 energy shield, so I'm pretty much just running around and hoping that my Frost Spirits kill everything before I die. So it's not the safest build in the world. I don't know why I'm not regenerating life. Must be something to do with the map. I have my blink on cost conversion, so it costs life instead of mana. That's the only reason I'm noticing my bar flash there. I won't do the ruin. It's good to see the ruin is in every single map. Once you get past, I think, time mark 3 or something, it's in pretty much every map. I guess I'll do this while we're here. There is a new pack script for this season. If you play the pre-season, you can get 30 rolls for a... It's cheaper, but pack scripts are not cheap, so you know, it costs me $47 for 30 rolls, which is utterly insane. So basically, the cost of a new game is what it cost me to have a couple of rolls and get a rank 2 Corgi, because at the moment it's got a 75% increased chance of being the Corgi when you roll a legendary. Oh, knew that was going to happen. I should have just gone up the top. Oh, Jesus. Third time lucky? No. I should have just gone up the top where you can avoid that damage. Anyway. I'm not known for my boss killing abilities. Oh, it's a nice, would be a nice drop if it wasn't this season. Maybe it'd be a nice drop in the actual season, but there is something else in this season that makes the standard Xbox kind of dog shit for anyone that triggers their abilities. And that is... Where is it? I'm pretty sure this is what the old Xbox used to be without... or basically. So, Upon inflicting damage, trigger the first, second, and third skill slot with 96% additional damage for triggered skills. Random negative effect, so everyone's going for the negative restoration because most people are ES and restoration is kind of whatever. Some other uniques. I haven't really looked at these. It's a double rainbow. This is interesting. 10 to 12% additional damage and minus 8% additional damage taken when two resistances are identical. It's stackable. So if you had all four that are at 75%, you would expect 20 to 24% additional and minus 16% additional taken, which is pretty huge. And you can corrode it and get better stats on that. Anywho, I'll show you the Corgi. He's pretty cool. Why was I on damage? Don't know. So he has an obscene amount of drop quantity. I compare that to one of these where it's 6%, 6%, and he just has triple, which is nuts. So you get 36% drop quant just from this little dude. But the big thing is the Star of Calamity boss on the map has a 50% chance to replicate 1 times. Also has a 1.2% chance to drop an additional Proof of the Hunter with 5% additional drop quantity. And then when you level him up, he gets another 0.45% chance. It's pretty huge. If I manage to get 100% chance to replicate, that'd be awesome. But most of the time, I've noticed the bosses have replicated anyway. Alright, the League mechanics. So I've already mentioned the auto cast, which is awesome. Yeah, it's really good. And they're triggered. There's some pretty crazy Rihan builds getting around, which is pretty awesome to see. Treasure chests. There's 1 to 3 treasure chests in every map. Almost all of them are legendary gear, which is disappointing because if you have the advanced loot filter on, then nothing will ever drop from them. It'd be so much better if there was more fluorescent memories and more forged, but that's what we have. This is the main League mechanic as far as loot is concerned. Each map, there will be 2 Star of Calamity bosses that are constantly eyeing the hunters. These bosses are extremely powerful, so hunters, be on your guard. So with the Corgi, that can be up to 4 bosses, so your map can have 5 bosses, and the boss is pretty much what drops you the good loot in the map. So 5 bosses in a map is huge. I fell into a trap during the campaign. The bosses were a little bit harder to kill, and I was stopping and killing them all. It's great for experience. It was great really early on when you can one-tap them, but later on when you're getting towards the end of the campaign, they start taking a lot longer to kill. You think the XP is worth it, but it's really not. The XP in your first map outdoes the last 5 levels of your campaign. So just keep that in mind. If you're getting towards level 58 in the campaign, just skip all the extra bosses and just go to the end. Unless you're one-tapping everything, then you're just a god. Yeah. Another thing that's really cool if you want to test out the league before it starts and you are a season pass buyer, you can buy the season pass in the pre-season, and then where is it? Season pass. And then when you get to level 50, it gives you the season pass for next season. So once you hit 50, you don't have to buy it again next season. It's just automatically activated, which is pretty sweet. So what I want from the preseason is level 50, so I don't have to buy the season pass again. There's a couple of nice, this is free to everyone, rare insignia upgrades. There's one for paid there. Auto loot. So that's really all there is in the season pass that stands out. But you have to pay for that one anyway. Alrighty. Looking at the league key drop. So when you're doing maps and such, you will have these randomly start dropping after like time mark 6, 7, mainly in 7. I noticed when I was smashing out a lot of Grove of Calamity, I think it's called, I was sometimes getting 2 or 3 of these in a map, which is crazy. But then there is season challenges, which also grant these as well. So complete Shadow Palace quests, you get 2 Netherrealm areas, and Time Mark 3, Time Mark 4, Time Mark 6, 7. Defeat the Traveller, you get that. And then Starfall, you also gain for doing a bunch of maps. So 10, 20, 50, 120, 250, and 600. And that'll give you a bunch of 3s, and then a couple of 6s and a 9. What does that get you? So when I saw this, I thought it was going to be an encounter. However, you just proceed, and if you've played Path of Exile using a reliquary key, you just loot. It gives you some pretty decent loot. You get a lot of Corner of Divinities. I haven't had a good one drop yet. Nova Explosions, Major Substitute, I'm pretty sure is garbage. So I'm not going to pick it up. And then once you've got another 3, you can just keep doing it. I had 2 this morning, and now I have a few hand-ins. I was hoping to get 10 for this video, but I'll only have 9. So we're just going to go through and see if we get lucky and get an Xbox. They are, or the new Xboxes are going for about 1800 Flame Elementium. This is pre-season. There is an increased drop rate, so it's going to be a little bit worse in the season. However, with the extra bosses and stuff, I think on the first day of getting to maps, I made about 30 Flame Elementium. On the second day, I made about 1,000 Flame Elementium. And today, I've been doing 7.2 and Tier 8 maps. And it's hard to tell how much I have made because I've been crafting. I've crafted a okay-ish staff. I've upgraded a couple of these. So tier 0, that's 30 Flame Elementium a pop. So 30 there, 60. I bricked a couple of things. I've done a couple there as well. Haven't touched the boots yet. I had a couple of other bricked items, which are unfortunate, but it happens. Some other people have been pretty lucky with the crafting. Sato has been doing pretty well. Sato No Hands. Seed Dragon did pretty well as well. So we're not really getting lucky yet. But, I mean, nothing in pre-season really matters, does it? It's just a bit of fun until the main season happens. Everyone's gift. Don't know what that is, but I'll grab it anyway. Couple to go. Oops, wrong one. And proceed. Lots of shite, nothing awesome. Oops, forgot to unpause. My bad. Light Hunter Belt Blueprint. Corner of Divinity. Last one. Not so lucky, but that's fine. So yeah, it's pretty fun. There's plenty of bosses to kill in the maps. There's plenty of new legendaries to grab. And I don't know if we even need a Windcatcher Acton, because you've got 2 triggers anyway. Nourishment is up 100% of the time. Am I in damage? No, I'm in drops. So about 1 billion DPS at the moment. I got a garbage staff, garbage rings. Did I craft on? Oh no, I needed the mana. So I didn't mean to get 2 tier 0s here. I had a tier 1 erosion, a tier 1 lightning, tier 1 regen life, so I could use blink. Ring, hoping to get rid of the cold res and the physical damage to attacks. I got rid of the lightning res, and I had enchanted mana on there as well. And just so happened that in 2 hits, I got tier 0 mana and tier 0 lightning res. Which is not ideal, but yeah, whatever. Have I got another? No, I don't have a Ultimate Ember. Ultimate Embers are about 50 Flame Elementium each at the moment. But yeah, you get a lot of Corner of Divinities, as you just saw. Doesn't look like I got anything amazing for us. That might be nice for someone. Not me, though. Yeah, I mean, 300 flame elements is pretty nice. How about this one? 100? Okay, okay. This one? And those keys were just from today's farming. So that's what I have. I think I've had one of these before. I have. Huh. There you go. So we got about 500 flame elementium from those keys, which is crazy. I probably won't make another video until next season. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks very much.